Physical development. Leslie Day is a mother and massage therapist, and she is the founder of the Association of Infant Massage, and she's here today. And also we have Caleb, who is almost 5 months old, and my little Lindsay, who just turned 5 months old. And how are you?
Fine, how are you?
I think this is wonderful. I really do. But let's talk about, first of all, what are the physical benefits of baby massage?
Well, all these systems of the baby are still developing when they're first born, and massage enhances and stimulates the growth and development of the central nervous system and the muscular system and the circulation.
And their little muscles, it just keeps relaxing.
Oh, yeah, it relaxes them and it helps them to grow and develop.
You know,
when they're first born, they hold their little arms and legs in like this, and when you massage them, you can massage and just help to relax those muscles and soothe the muscles.
I understand that it can even help colicky babies.
Colic is, they think it comes from gas. And when you massage the baby's abdomen, you can actually push the gas right out, and it helps relieve that discomfort.
Now, besides all these physical benefits, what about the emotional benefits?
Well, massage is an expression of love. And when you touch your baby all over and you give them the message that you love them all over, and they need a lot of reassurance and love when they're first born. Everyone needs love, from the day that you're born until the day you die.
She agrees with you. What about the mommies? I think that this probably sounds like it's going to be therapeutic for moms as well.
It is. When you're a new mother or a new father, there's a lot of stress and anxiety in your life. And when you give your baby a massage, you can take 10 or 15 minutes every day and just shut out the world and shut out the stress and shut out how tired you are, and just sit quietly with your baby and gaze into his or her eyes and just have a communication of love back and forth.
I think that sounds like real quality time.
Oh, it is.
Why don't we get started on exactly how we do this, because actually you're not supposed to do this without oil, right?
Right, except when you work on their heads. Because oil is really a lubrication. You don't want friction right on their skins. But on their heads, when you're working on their scalps, you can just massage their heads all over. Are you kicking me?
I'm getting kicked over here.
Yeah.
She's very excited about this.
Yeah.
Now, on the rest of the body, though, we should use what kind of oil?
It's good to use any kind of cooking oil, because the babies will ingest it. They're always putting their arms and their hands and their feet in their mouth. So mineral oil isn't the best. This is safflower oil.
All right.
And I'm going to put a little on his,
think of that.
On his face. Now, their facial muscles get very tense. It's always sucking and crying, making a million different faces. And this is soothing and relaxing for their faces.
Which direction do you go? Do you go, what, toward the heart or away from the heart?
Well, on the face, you basically go from the center of the face out to the ears. That relaxes the facial muscles. But on the limbs, here, let's do an arm. Let's do some arms here.
You want something to keep you busy? There you go.
You can work in both directions. When you work away from the heart, which is the Swedish method, you relax the flexor muscles that hold the little arms and legs.
Okay.
And when you do the Swedish technique, you're moving toward the heart, which enhances the flow of blood and lymph to the heart and lungs, where it's purified. It's the blood that is food for the muscles. It carries the oxygen and nutrients that the muscles need.
All right, is there a time when you shouldn't do this?
Yes, if the baby has a fever, it usually indicates there's an infection, and massage can actually spread an infection through the body.
Oh, really? Okay.
So you don't want to massage when the baby has a fever. You don't want to massage the abdomen until an hour after the baby's eaten, because massage enhances digestion. You want digestion to take its time.
I see.
And you don't, if for a newborn baby, you don't massage over the cord. You wait till the cord's fallen off. So don't do any abdominal massage for a brand new baby. But you can start massaging your baby from day one. It's just a lovely relationship that you set up right away with your child, and helps you learn how to express your love through your hands, and gives your baby a lot of reassurance.
Well, I did it with my first baby, and now I'm doing it again with Lindsay. I think it's terrific,
great.
and thank you very much, Leslie.
You're welcome.
It's terrific, this wonderful little massage, not only for the baby, but also it helps you bring yourself and your baby, your children, closer together. Not only that, but it makes you feel better, too. But then, what happens when the day comes and you decide to have another child? How do you tell baby number 1 about baby number 2? We're going to find out in just a moment.
Mother's work is never done. Mother's Day.
Meet Mr. Jones, our stockbroker. Mr. Jones is in a depression because he's wearing one of those saggy diapers that leak. Well, sir, take stock in Huggies. Huggies diapers are form-fitting, And they're thick and absorbent with soft, gentle elastic at the leg. So Huggies hug to help stop leaking and help keep babies happy. Now our stockbroker's wearing Huggies, and happy days are here again. Right, Mr. Jones?
Aren't your kids America's kids? No toothpaste is doing more to help them fight cavities than Crest. Aren't your kids? For over a generation, Crest toothpaste have helped prevent more kids' cavities than all other toothpaste combined. Aren't your kids? So when it comes to fighting cavities, aren't your kids worth Crest?
Aren't your kids the best? Hey, Dad, ever get a checkup like this?
Aren't your kids worth Crest?
If you want it, a whole new you is within your reach.
It's worth the time.
Find out how to budget for your dreams, how to spark up your surroundings and your look. Discover a whole new you. Someone will be glad you did.
Wednesday, 11 p.m. Eastern, here on Lifetime.
Having a baby is an exciting experience. The first time around, everything is so new. Most of us are a little scared. I know my husband and I did a lot of reading, a lot of preparing for our new arrival. But by the second baby, things are not so scary. You feel a little bit more confident. You've been through this before and probably need less preparation. But remember, there's someone in the family who doesn't know what's going on, and that someone may be very scared. How do you tell baby number 1 about baby number 2? With me is Joan Solomon Weiss, author of Your Second Child. Joan got the idea for this book while pregnant with her second child. How are you?
Fine.
You know, every mother who has a second child has to face this question. Now, how early should you tell them?
The best idea is to tell your child just about the time when you're telling your friends and your relatives, because otherwise they're going to sense that something is going on that they're being excluded from. They might even hear you talking about it, and there'll be this air of mystery. And they might begin to think that something really terrible is going on, or else why aren't my parents telling me this? And telling them early also gives them a good chance to work through their feelings, to understand their emotions, and to get it out.
But little kids can be very impatient. I mean, is that going to be a problem, knowing for so long? And is the child going to drive the mother crazy? Like, you know, when is it coming? When is it coming?
Well, their time sense is not that well developed. So the best idea is to really try to key the event to something that they can relate to and think about. For example, the baby will come when the leaves are beginning to fall, or when the snow is melting, or perhaps when you're on vacation from nursery school. So they have a specific event to look forward to and to give them a better idea as to when it's actually going to occur. But even if they get a little impatient, it's better to be a little bored and impatient than to be anxious and to be nervous about it and not to really feel included and part of what's going on in the family.
And worse, to think that mommy or daddy didn't tell you the truth, right?
Right. And also if the mother begins to feel tired and can't play as much, the child can get worried. Is there something wrong with mommy? Or why aren't you paying as much attention to me? Is there something wrong with me? This way you will know the truth, you will know what's going on, and really feel part of the event.
All right, what do you say to them? How do you best explain it?
Well, you don't go into a real flowery speech. The best thing is to be very direct and very simple, that there's going to be a new baby in the family, and that the baby is growing in mommy's uterus, not mommy's stomach, but mommy's uterus, and that at the end a doctor or midwife will help with the birth. And there'll probably be a lot of questions, either at that time or maybe a month or a few weeks later, and answer the questions that the child asks, and be prepared to answer the questions again and again, because the same questions might keep coming at you.
Should you use pictures or books or something to actually let them, if they see something, or maybe pictures of little babies or something?
Well, the best idea, especially for a child that's young, is to be very concrete, because they might not understand the verbal that much, and to really show them what's about to happen. For example, once the baby starts to move, if you can take the child's hand and put it on your abdomen and feel the movement, that will make it feel very real for the baby, for the child. Also, when you take your child for a walk, show them babies in carriages, preferably a young baby, because the child can be very surprised. You show them a lot of 6-month-old cute-looking babies, and they say, "What's that wrinkled thing you're bringing home there?" Or you can even try babysitting for a friend's baby. In this way, the child will have the experience of going through it, seeing you in that situation, and you'll know a little bit more of what to expect. But provide as concrete symbols, perhaps go past the hospital and tell the baby, your child, this is where mommy will be when I give birth.
Now that brings up a point, though. Should that child be around for the birth? And then the second question is for, even if you don't take the child in for the birth, what about immediately after, in the room at the hospital?
Well, there are a lot of different opinions about whether a child should witness a birth. And some people feel that it's just too frightening and that it will inhibit the mother to know that the child is there at the time. Yeah. Some people feel that it's a wonderful experience, that the child will feel closer to the new sibling and it will be a bonding experience. And studies have shown that there actually is more bonding when the child is there, that there is also jealousy. It doesn't seem as if anything can get rid of the jealousy. But perhaps the best idea is to bring the child in immediately after the birth. And that way, it will not be exposed to something that might be frightening and there might be complications with the birth. But the child can be in very early, can hold the baby, and really can really welcome the new member into the family.
All right, thank you very much. Well, whether you have 1 or 2 or 3 or more babies, if you run out of arms, not to mention energy and space and food and time, remember that there is always room in your heart for love, the mother's love for another child. I'm Joan Lunden. See you next time.
Mother's Day guests stay at the American Stanhope Hotel, where 19th century America has been recreated on New York City's Fifth Avenue. When you're in New York, ride as the stars do in luxurious limousines. Call Star Limousine anytime. Mother's Day fashions are courtesy of Lily Rubin's South and West.
Your baby is telling you how he feels. Noted pediatrician T. Barry Hamilton helps you discover what every baby knows here on Lifetime.
If you're looking for an asset management account that gives you high-quality services without the high price tag, stop looking. It's here now at Charles Schwab & Company, America's leading discount broker. Compare Schwab One with other asset management accounts. With Schwab One, there is no monthly or annual fee, none. When you buy or sell securities, you can save up to 76% in stock brokerage commissions, compared to rates charged by full commission brokers. You can buy or sell no-load mutual funds. You can borrow on your marginable securities at low interest rates. You get high interest on cash between investments, a free Visa card, and free checking. You can open a Schwab One account with only $5,000, not $20,000 like the others. Schwab One, all the financial services you need without the high price tag.
For a free Schwab One brochure and application, call 800-338-4300 toll-free. No salesperson will call. 800-338-4300.
What to see? Where to go? How to get around? For the things you should know before you go, watch Traveler's World here on Lifetime.